interact in this session. I'll be keep on asking small questions to you. You need to answer for me. Okay. Let's discuss a small requirement, and I need the data set for that. Okay. Today we are going to create simple contact management system where you need to store your contacts with the name, email, phone number, gender. Okay. And you need to store the education history or the education details of your contact. I think only just education details is enough for today. If you want to do this requirement, can someone from the team tell me what data set we need to create and what are all the fields we need to create?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes. This is the small requirement. You need to store your contacts with their educational details. Every contact will have multiple educations, right? They will have multiple degrees or they will have multiple educational details. The thing was, we are going to try a simple form with a table field. That's why we took this requirement. To do this requirement, can someone give me the data sets? What data sets we need to create and what are all the fields inside it and what relations we need to create? Hope I'm audible.
Yes, everybody has to talk, say something. Shall they tell the answer?
Student address.
No, it's just contact management system. You need to store your contacts with their educational details. This requirement is to showcase a form with a table field. So don't complex it with providing more and more fields. So simply in a contact, you will have name, email, phone number, and gender. And it will have educational details. In educational details, you need to store what is the name of the education and in which year he passed out. And I think those two are enough for now. In educational details, what is the qualification? That is a text field, not drop down. And just in which year they completed it. Those two fields are enough in the educational details.
Okay, sir.
To do this simple requirement, I need what are all the data sets we need, fields, field names, and the types of it. Anyone can from the team, you can give me the data sets.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Sir, for contacts, we need some basic field. For that, we need to create a.
No, first, give me the data set names, high level.
Yes, sir. For contacts, name is important, sir. Name is the text field.
No. Just I need only the data set names. I don't want the field names first.
Yes, sir.
Contact data sets.
Contact. What is the other data set?
Addition details.
Educational details.
Education details, sir.
Educational
Details.
Details.
Yes, sir.
details.
Yeah.
These two are the data sets.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me what are all the fields inside the contact?
Fields will be name, will be text, sir.
Name. Text
Name,
Yes, text field.
Number. Contact number is a text.
Now,
Text.
phone number is
Phone number.
Text field.
guys, make it fast. We have very
email.
Gmail.
Email, sir.
Email, sir.
Email.
Email.
text.
Email text field.
Text.
Text field.
Yes, sir. Next one.
next.
Gender.
Education.
Gender.
Gender, date of birth.
Gender
No,
is
no,
a
no. Please over complex it. Don't add more and more fields. Listen the requirement. What are all the required fields? Only please create those fields.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Gender,
It's a
List.
pick list, sir.
Radio.
Choose.
A
it's
radio.
a choose field.
Yeah,
Radio.
choose fields.
Yes, sir.
No, follow the terminology, whatever you are following in your dataset builder.
Choose fields, sir. It is.
Exterior, sir.
Date. Date.
No, sir. Please listen. Just now, I gave the requirement. You need to create a contact management system. In contact, you need to store name, phone, email, gender, and educational details. In educational details, you need to store qualification and year of passed out. This is the requirement. For this, you need to create the data sets. Don't add whatever you thought.
Okay.
What are the fields missing now?
Address.
Yeah, I didn't say any address field while explaining the requirements. That is the problem we are facing. Team is creating whatever the fields they thought. Please don't create like that. Please follow the requirements and please create whatever the fields we are explaining to you, the leads explaining to you. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Still, what is missing?
Relation with the
Relation field missing, sir.
Education.
For education.
Relation.
Educational, it will be relation. Yeah, yes, sir.
What is the type of the relation? So
One
I'm naming
contact.
it as name, type, relation, pick list, name if needed. Okay. Now tell me. What is the type of the relation? Team, if you don't know,
One.
please ask us. We are here to help you. We'll explain. If you are having any confusions with the relations, we'll explain you one more time if you don't know. If everyone knows, we don't waste our time. We'll go for the further.
One person.
One to many relations.
One to many, sir.
One to
many to one, sir. Many to one, sir.
Many to one, sir.
Yes. The thing was, freshers are saying one to many, and the implementation leads are saying many to one. Many to one is correct. Okay. Leads, implementation leads, please explain how to give the relations to your subordinates.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
It's many to one. And we have a relation for choose field as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the relation?
One relation.
One, sir.
One relation,
One.
sir. Only one.
And
Yes.
we need to give the pick list name as well.
Gender.
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 Okay. In educational details,
Qualification.
Qualification.
Test field, sir.
Year of pass out.
It's a text field and year of pass out.
Year.
Pass out.
Year of pass out.
please remember what is the type of the year of passed out?
Date.
Yes, this is where the confusion came. Whenever your lead is explaining the fields, don't create the types on your own. Please prepare Excel like this and show to them. If they are agree with this, then only please create it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Year of passed out, sometimes it will be a number or a text field. It's not a date. Okay. Okay. If you created a relation in contact, that relation will be automatically created another field in the educational details. What is that field? You can give the relation from both the places. You can give here as well.
Contact.
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 Yes.
Its relation and what is the type?
One to many.
One to many, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And here it is okay. Hope everyone understand the sheet what I prepared now. When someone given any requirement to you, please fill this sheet and send to your leads or your who explain the requirement. Please give it to them. They will correct it and they will send back to you. Then only please create the data sets.
Okay.
Okay. Next, and naming of the fields is the most important thing. If you name incorrectly, the incorrect thing you need to carry forward through entire the application. Okay. And don't prefix dataset name to your field names. Please follow this. Guys, did you understand what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
In contact dataset, don't create a field like contact name.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why? Because it will result like a contact object. Inside that, it will have a name key in the JSON. If you create like contact and contact name fields, the end JSON will look like contact object. Inside that, you will have contact underscore name field. Please don't do these mistakes. When someone is doing this kind of mistakes, please rectify them. Don't carry forward these types of mistakes to the entire application. You can prefix contact educational details to a data set name, but not to a field. Why? Because you can have a student data set and there also you may have educational details. Then you can have two data sets. One is contact educational details, the other one is student educational details. But inside contact, the field name is educational details, but inside student, the field name is educational details. But the relation will be in contact, the relation to contact educational details, in student, the relation to student education details. Team, hope you understand what I am saying.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubts or clarifications, please ask me. And one more thing, whenever it is a many, please give plural field name, so that whenever by seeing the name of the field itself, you can identify it is many.
Okay.
Here it is one, right? That's why the contact is singular.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you follow these kind of small basic principles, the implementation, and whenever you see something, you can easily identify this is for this purpose, and this is a table column, and this is a singular column, like that. But you can give whatever the name you want, but that will trouble you in the long runs. That is the motto.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Hope you guys understood how to create a data sets and how to name the data sets and how to create fields and how to name it and how to give the relations.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
If you still have any doubts, you can ask me any questions. But please follow the things and please check the spelling mistakes for 1 to 2 times before submitting to your lead. Why? Because in a hurry, your lead may approve your data sets by looking on a high level. But who is preparing this sheet? You must be more concentration. Please correct your spellings. Not only here, in page builder as well. Please correct your spellings to the labels as well.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
And the thing was, no one is going to look into these minute details. That is very simple to you, but the meaning will be different to the client.
Yes.
Okay. Hope you understand the dataset part for the simple requirement.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to create the dataset. Okay. Contact. What is the type of the contact?
Transactional.
Somewhat loud.
Transactional.
Transactional.
Yes, it's a transactional. Why? Because on 1 or 2 days, you will definitely add a new contact to your contact book. What are the fields? Name.
Name.
If it is, you are searching on the name, most of the times you need to create the index. If you are not searching on that field, for the most of the times, don't create the index. Okay. And also please look into the sizes as well. Whatever the size you require, you please give only that size itself.
Okay, sir.
And most of the times your table names will be singular itself, but for these kind of cases, you need to give the plural. What are the fields?
Text field, sir.
Name.
Sir, qualification.
Next
Year
one.
of year of
Year of
pass out
pass out.
number.
Year of passout numbers.
It will be a number. Yes.
Now tell me the relation. What is the source field now?
Contact, sir.
Contact. Contact. The column contact.
Okay, you please remember the simple funda. If you are creating a relation from educational details, one means the field is singular
Singular.
in that source data set. Many means the field is a table field in the current source data set. Okay. Now, if you go on see the contact, educational details relation came. Did we miss any fields? No, right?
No, sir.
Yeah, sir. No, sir.
Okay. If you feel whenever there is a duplicate field inside your data set, please report your lead immediately. Don't create duplicate fields like phone and phone number.
Okay, sir.
If you find any of that kind of fields, please report your lead so that they will brought to their manager so that they will take a call and they will remove one. Otherwise, confusion, it will create some ambiguity and it will create confusions. Okay. On our previous session, we created the pages in a regular fashion. We created the page and created a drag and drop the layout form and does that kind of activity. Today, we are going to create the page by using the wizard. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I'm going to create a module called contacts. Okay. For that, I will create a new application itself. Okay, to create a page from the wizard, you need to choose this option. On the topmost right side, you can find a drop down before the icon, the person icon. Click on that, create a page. Hope you got the option from where you need to create a page now.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Here you
sir.
need to select the application. Okay, it has only one module, that's why it's already selected. And hope everyone knows what are these pages, the types, master page types.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
User means it will validate the session. Onboard means it won't validate the session. Blank means it won't give any layout to you. Onboard, user, and blank. And here you can create a blank page. This will just create our regular page, whatever you are creating from the page menu. Now we are going to create a page from the data source. Okay. If you click on next, it will show you the available data sets. You can select your data set. Hello, team, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. This will ask you whether you need required form fields, list fields, and detail fields. If you don't want anything, you can switch off at least, but you at least select one.
Okay.
If you just required form, you just select form and disable the two. If you just required list, select list, and you need details as well, select the details. Okay. And what is the view type of the form field? Pop-up or a left form? I am going to create it as a pop-up. Okay, this is the name of the, I think the wizard. But because this is not a page now, for creating, we are going to select the fields. Please remember, whatever the order you are selecting, in the same order, the fields will be created in the form. I am selecting the name first, email, phone number, and the gender. Now I am selecting the educational details, qualification first, and year of passed out. Submitted. Now I am creating the list fields. So contact list is the page name, and this is the code. If you create from this wizard, it will create the APIs as well. Please remember that. You don't need to create the APIs as well for this. You can follow this wizard for simple CUD operations. You can use this wizard for the simple CUD operations. And whatever the access you required, menu required, I'm not specifying any access so that it will be session access for now. And what is the order? Okay. After that, you need to select the fields. In list, what are the fields you require? You can select those fields: name, email, phone number, gender, and when it was created. I'm not selecting the table field here. Submitting. Okay. Now the details. Details I'm creating as a pop-up. Okay. And fields: name, email, phone number, gender. If you want to display the created time and when it was modified, created by email, modified by email. At the last, I want to display the qualification and year of passed out. Now, next. These are the advanced options. If you don't want, this will create basic APIs with the pages. If you want to add any conditions, you can add here itself instead of going to the API. If you want to add the group aggregations, request mapping, validation, messages, everything you can do it from here. After this session, I think everyone have their own clients, or you can have a test or demo account. To please go there and practice for few data sets so that it will be handy to you. Skip and create. Yes. Yes, Naresh.
Yeah, for form field, education details is a table field, right? We
Yes.
need to check that manage option, right?
No, that will be automatically taken.
Okay.
We select as a tag field now.
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's why it came it as like this. Okay, we create one more page. See, everything got created. You don't need to do everything. To do the same thing in last session, it took a lot of time for us. Sorry, if we create name, email, phone number, gender, qualification, and year of passed out. Manage. Submit. List. Okay, we need to create a new page.
For farm also, we need to change the names.
I think hope we need to give this is also a table field. We need to create a manage in the view.
Separate calls.
Separate.
Okay. Team, hope you understand now. This will give such sort everything. I think the select API does not have the separate call. That's why it created the problems. But if you create in the correct fashion, it will give you the correct results. But if you've done those kind of mistakes, you need to came here and correct it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to create in one more fashion. If suppose if you already have a page, I'm going to create a new page. Contact management, user. Okay. If you want to show the data set list, go to data views. Don't drag and drop data list. Generate from create, select the generate from dataset option. It will ask you to select the dataset, and from there you need to select the fields: name, phone, email, gender, and created time. Name, phone, email, gender, created, submit, next. I think it seems something. I think we have a small issue. Rakesh, I think you need to fix this issue. It is not adding the columns.
Okay, okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. The product team will fix this issue. But whenever you need to create a list, don't drag and drop list and add all the options. Use this generate from dataset option. Okay. Like the same, if you need a form, don't drag and drop form and do everything. Generate from dataset. See this. If you do this, because this add is not working in this option.
Yeah, Jaggu. Okay. 3.6 we fixed this everything. I will update in this version also.
Okay, but Rakesh, if we got this kind of problem, how to manually fix the remaining part? Which means they need to drag and drop a form and create these two fields, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Can you guide us how to do that?
Just to drag a form and below. Regularly work is there, na? Previously, how to work like this.
So team, I think from up to here it will give all the fields. The remaining part in regular ways, how you are creating now, you please create it for now, but very soon they will fix that and they will deliver it to you.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Team, this is to speed up your task and it will help you to remember most of the options. It is very hard to remember every option, right? It will help you to create everything for you.
Sir, it's number, right, sir? We take text.
No, I'm not creating everything.
Okay.
Whenever you click on the ad, I just want to open this pop-up. I just want to showcase that. And one more thing, where is it? Team, please try to change these IDs. Don't use the generated IDs. Why? Because you need to reference it somewhere. If you don't change, you need to reference with this ID itself. If you change it, it is easy to you to remember which form you are going to open. Rakesh, how to open that form?
In action, add action is
See, now it came. And even whatever I did in this form, you don't need to do this. Again, form, generate from dataset, education details, qualification, year of passed out. Give the ID. The thing was, if you do it from create from data set, it will reduce the typos. You don't want to give the label name and the field name. It will give the correct names. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
okay, sir.
Yes, if you follow these kind of steps, it will reduce lot of your effort. Why? Because if you take a data set with 20 fields, if you want to do in a regular fashion, it will consume lot of time to design a form. If you do it from this, it will complete in just minutes, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for CAD operations, try to use the page widget. For big forms or the things, use generate from data set.
Okay, sir.
And later, you need to do some small corrections. You need to change some labels, whatever the way you require. These are the field names, whatever we are giving at the data set. If you want to give a different name, you can change in your regular way.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. This is what we planned for today. If you have any doubts or if you need, if you want to discuss something, we are open now.
So this is only for normal forms. Normal forms or a grid. Step forms also it will work.
Rakesh, I think this is Maheshwari, right?
Yes, sir.
You need to answer better.
Maheshwari, you only one who has worked on first. You are
From
asking
data
question and,
set, sir.
where when you have tried to work on generating a stuff from this widget, there's no option. It's straight away only a form and grid list, right?
Okay.
No, we can't
Even
use it.
subsections is not there right now, but all the fields, for example, let's take in Apollo CMS ticket table, if you have 100 fields, it is very hard. You need to drag and drop a form and you need to create field by field and you need to select the types and you need to give the exact names, whatever you given in the data set. That is a tedious job, right?
Okay, sir.
I think you are the one, you need to give more insights of this. Because you worked more on this.
Page wizard I worked, sir, but from data set at the time it was not completed, so I didn't get a chance to work on that.
But at least use this so that it will reduce your lot of effort, I think.
Okay, sir.
Because if you try and if you found some bugs and then they will fix it. Otherwise, it will be end up wasting our time.
Okay, sir.
Others,
Freshers do respond.
team, not only in this, if you have any doubts in your regular work, I think we can use the time. You have the time till 1 o'clock. If you don't have any doubts, you can wind up the session. Please utilize this knowledge sharing sessions. Yes.
For the phone number, we have given text in the data set, no, sir.
Yes.
So while in the end user, it will come like text only, sir.
Yes.
So there will be the issue, no, sir, while entering the data in the end user.
Yes, you need to give the patterns.
Okay.
How in regular work, how you are giving the patterns, you please follow that. Okay, you have a phone number separate field.
Yeah,
No,
like,
right?
No, okay.
At least this will reduce your effort, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
For 2 to 3 fields kind of data sets, it won't save more time. But if you imagine, if you have a data set with 4 or 5 table fields and lot of text fields,
yes,
you need to go to your data set and you need to copy the field name and you need to type here. There is a lot of work, right?
Yes, sir.
Everything got reduced. A team, not only in this, you can ask if you have any implementation doubts, if you are facing any difficulties while doing the implementation, you can share your thoughts so that we can improve the product. And if you don't know how to implement something, when a requirement came and you are frequently stuck at some places, which means no one having any problem with the implementation, right? Yeah, you can talk here, all are your friends itself. Yeah, you can ask anything.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, team will definitely have
Someone
questions
start the
and,
conversation.
they definitely have questions, but they're not opening. They're not try to initiate. It's up to you. Your thing. If you have raise more questions, then we
That
assume
this
that you
session
are
is
working
for
on
you
a.
itself.
If you raise a question, we won't ask you that why you have a question like this.
The thing was, if you are frequently taking more time for doing the similar kind of requirement.
Jagdish,
Yes.
Yamini had sent a text.
Sure, sure.
Please check. In the chat.
Yamini, his mic is not working.
Okay, she is asking, she want to know what is the exact functionalities of on load, on click, on blur. Okay. Okay, on load generally we use for data prefilling. Whenever that form is loading or a field is loading, you want to set some data to that field or to any field. You can write that script on the on load event. Mohan and Rakesh, correct me if I am giving any wrong information.
Yes,
On
sir.
load is the
Right.
event you need to use whenever you want to do some pre-filling or you want to set something or you want to do some activity on the field load or on the form load. Blur means whenever you are moving the focus out of that field, it will trigger that event. Example, let's take a age field. You enter some age and you are going to fill the next field. If the age is below 18, you want to show some message. Or if you want to do some event, you will use on blur event. Okay. On click, I think everyone knows about this event. When you click by using mouse or by using finger in the mobile, it will trigger that event. It will execute the script, whatever you execute, you return there. And hope everyone understand.
Sir, can you give me one real life example for on-blur event, sir? So it would be better to understand that.
Sorry, for on blur.
On-blur, sir.
Just now I have given, right? If you want to validate something whenever you are going out of the focus of the text field for the age.
Okay, sir.
I think Maheshwari, if you worked on any real example, you can give that real example for the on blur event. If you written any on blur events in the any of the projects.
On blur in Jagrut for pin code, I have used it, sir.
What kind of test case it is?
After entering of 6 digits, then that it has to pre-fill city and state. API should call.
Jesh, you better you go for a form. Click and inside and click outside. So people can understand how it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, if you enter something and if you go to the next field, it will trigger on blur. Blur means you are moving the focus out of the field.
Yeah.
This is the focus in. If you go out the focus to the next field or you click anywhere out of that field, which means that you are moving the focus out of that field. Yes. At that time, it will trigger that on blur event.
Okay, sir.
And I think UI guys is also on the call, right?
Yes.
And team, please look into your UI. For mobile, please increase the font size of the icons. See, we're having a text fields. We're having this kind of small search icon, right? When it comes to the mobile, exactly this. See, if there is no icon, this is not showing something. At least it needs to show the first character of that button. Or if it is add button, the size is very small. People are not identifying the button. Please see various resolutions and try to fix that. And please fix the issues in Safari browser as well, so that it will work directly in the iPhones. Whatever the CSS you are writing, which is working in Android phones, when we take the mobile builds, but in some places the alignments are missing for the iPhone. Please make a note, and whenever you are releasing something, please check in all the browsers.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Sir, while releasing a log, I need to release one by one for pages and APIs. But I need to release all APIs at once.
Who asked this?
Okay.
Naresh.
Yes.
We'll note down. This will do. We'll address the high priority ones first, and we'll address this later.
Okay.
But this is also a nice feature you are asking.
How
But
many
we'll
times
definitely give this.
Okay, sir.
For that, first you please prepare the API.
Yes.
I will ask someone to
How
implement
many
it.
times you have released?
Sir?
How many times?
Release all. How many times you did the release all?
Yeah, if I did changes in 10 APIs, we need to manually release one by one, right?
That's why when you complete the work in one API, first release that. Don't go to the other API without releasing the first API.
Okay.
But definitely, what are the things you are asking? Whenever you are releasing from a project, you need to release all of your logs, right?
Yes.
We'll develop the API and we'll park it somewhere. If you have a bandwidth, they will implement it.
No, the reason behind is the people should have to go through each release, publish. They come to know that which API they're releasing at least. If you give bulk release option, they simply select and they release it. They didn't know even which API it has been published. So if you go for each page and API, then come to know while publishing each page or API what change they have done. So let them do that. Bulk API if you give, people will definitely this other people are working actually. They log with other names. Those pages also will be getting published. That's not a good idea even.
Yes.
So while publishing, you are not checking even the page is logged or not, right? So what happened if other people are working?
We have a filter, right? Logged by you.
Logged by me, but yeah, still it's not a high priority. Yes, we can do, but it's not.
Yes. Next.
Pawan has asked question about conditions. The conditions, yeah, Pawan, when you start working on task, yeah, every time you see that a new requirement, you can come to know that.
I will explain it in different fashion. Pawan, let's take a users as a list. If you create an API for the user list, it will give you all the users. Okay. But if you want to display only users with particular role, then you need to add the conditions. If a requirement come like this, then you must and should add conditions. Without this, it will give all the data in your data set. The conditions can be written based on your session data or based on the request parameters. Okay, next.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, in pages, we have your properties rights on right side. Properties.
Yes.
On down of the properties, we have some loaders. We are not done with. I mean, just now while we are creating any page, we are ongoing with these properties. Where we have to use this loader, sir?
Where it is, the loader? Okay, 1 minute. I got what you are asking. This one, right?
No, sir. While we creating a form, we have some
I
properties.
think
of
form properties we have, sir.
yes, sir. This loader, sir.
Okay.
We are not, yes.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
now we are using only properties where we need.
Yes, yes. I will explain you when to use this loader. You have a edit form. Currently, the form is displaying. After one, at least it takes some time to prefill the data. You don't want to show the empty field and after the data into that field, you can use that loader.
Okay.
If you give the loader, it will show the loading icon. Once the data is loaded, it will show the form, the data pre-filling. Rakesh, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, actually, initially form when you load that time showing the loaders.
Once
you load
all
that
fields are loaded,
yeah,
it will
form
hide the
loader
loader and it
initial.
will show the data.
Yeah, loaders skeleton we showing na. When you loaded first page you loaded that time we showing the skeleton.
See,
skeleton,
the boxes are the loaders.
That part.
See, the boxes are the loaders.
Here, actually, a default two skeletons showing na. Here mentioned that here 5 fields are there. Input loader count in right side.
1 minute.
Here actually 5 fields. Here mentioned that input 5 fields. Input loader count. When you skeleton load showing the 5. Yeah, here 5 count. Here width also mentioned that. Width to height is.
Now it is showing only 2. You can adjust the width.
Only one time initially loaded that.
Okay. Next. Yeah, not only the freshers are the new trainees. The leads you can also ask. If you have any doubts in your implementation, the better approach, or you can share your current following approaches. But team, please follow this approach. Whenever some new requirement came, you please create a data sets and show it to your leads and get the approval and then only create the fields. It will minimize the typo corrections and small spelling mistakes. Majority of the problems will be reduced.
Okay.
If you're following any best practices, you can also share. so that it will ease your trainees learning. And hope you know when to use the specific APIs, every option in the APIs and in the pages. That the time is up. If you don't have any questions, we'll wind up the session. At least
Team.
inform if you don't have any questions. Or if you have any questions, please post it on a common group so that we'll take that question and we'll try to answer. Or please post to Praveena, the HR, so that she will maintain one single Excel sheet so that we'll try to answer in our next knowledge sharing sessions.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Harisha, I'll ask you Harisha later about extra params. Team,
Okay,
it's a. Let me conclude this. So this call every weekend we are giving you for your giving knowledge share. It's all about only knowledge share. You have to strictly follow this. We are going to audit on this. How people are working on based on our demo, our sessions. So it will be have an audit performance also. So please do follow strictly and keep on noting on these points. Well, vendor is saying this is an important thing. And do follow this every time without missing these instructions. This is a very strict instruction on. Please do follow it. Hope you won't miss anything. As we explained it as some important points. And yeah. So if you found this these missing instructions while you are implementing, we won't consider it. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for your time.
Why is it focus public?
Sorry.
Okay, team. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
We'll wind up our session
Okay,
today.
sir. Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
a lot for your availability and your time.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Hope everyone follow whatever we taught in the session.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And please practice in your clients or in the demo client.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Guys, also do share your feedback on this session, either over mail. Hope everyone will respond now. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'll share you.
Sure. Thanks,
I'll share
Jagdish.
you.
Thanks, Mahesh.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jagdish.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.